Hello, welcome to 946 and 948 Ellery, a fantastic up-down duplex. I'd like to give you a really detailed tour of what this property has to offer. It's really unique in the fact that there's been a lot of maintenance done and it doesn't show as easily just for the sake that it's got tenants in there, so there's a lot of stuff and it is hard to kind of see. So I'd like to kind of give you a bit of a tour through there, so if you just want to go along and have a look. So up front here we've got a couple of pylons in the front lawn, and the city's actually be planting some nice trees here. So the city's doing some boulevard improvements in the area, so that's kind of nice. So there's going to be some new trees there also. About 6 months ago, there's been a new water line from the city to the house been installed too, so that's new. Also, perimeter drain work has been done about 2002, and in 2002 there was a new roof put on, new windows, kitchens, bathrooms, all throughout the place. So all new electrical and plumbing, so that's nice. A lot of updates in the property. So what's nice about this particular one is you've got low maintenance. So as a renter, if this is going to be like a revenue property for somebody, it's really easy to care for. You've got concrete steps, not wood, metal railing, so very low maintenance, which is nice. Again, you've got 2002 windows, so not brand new, but they're newer style and they're all vinyl. And this particular house has had some soffit venting added. So back in this era, there wasn't a lot of soffit vents. So if you look up on the front and the side of the house, there's some really good ventilation there. So that's been done at some point in time and was not original. So that's kind of nice that they kind of kept on top of that. So what we'll do is we'll walk in and we'll go into the upper unit first and show you this one. So again, really easy to maintain. So this brings us into the common area, and then now this goes into the actual suite of the upper unit. So the other thing with these older houses that have the textured walls and stuff on them is it's more durable. So you'll notice you don't see the scratches and dents and stuff quite as easily as you do with the smooth drywall. So that works well. The flooring in here in both units is about 5 years old. They do still have the nice cove ceilings, all newer blinds. I believe they were in 2002 as well. So up and down has the newer blinds as well. That's kind of nice. If you come in here, you can check out the kitchen. So again, it's actually in pretty good condition still. So it is in 2002, but everything is in still pretty decent condition. And then here we've got access to the backyard from this unit up here as well. Hall closet, place for the clothes, which is nice. We've got quite a bit of storage, so we won't go into the closets for them, but there is a couple of closets there with good storage. And this bathtub is really interesting too. Look at the feet, look at the claw feet on that tub, beautiful. And the tub is in nice shape. So there is a window in behind there, but the curtain does go all the way around. And you've got the back bedroom off into the back there. So big windows as well, so nice and bright. The wall color in here and the flooring is the darker color, but there's still lots of natural light that comes into this place. And the tenants that are here would like to stay. They're really nice people, and they would appreciate to stay if they can. So again, the second bedroom up here, baseboard heat. And again, because there's 3 separate meters, this unit has its own power meter. The lower one has its own power meter. And then there's a third meter for the common area laundry room. And the flooring is all vinyl plank. So very, very durable. And it's about 5 years old and it's still in really good condition. So again, it's hard to tell when you're looking through people's items. And next we'll go downstairs and show you the laundry room. So this is the common entranceway, and this is all done on a separate meter. And these are all hardwood floors. So the floor treads are actually fir, and then the landing is solid oak, back from the original house was being built. So again, you got coin operated laundry, and so it's a common laundry between the two units. And so they pay for their own laundry separately. There you can see the new increased sized water line that came in from the city. So that's about 6 months ago. So that doesn't have to be worried about. And then behind here you'll see, and this is something you want to have a look at, Ryan, in here. This is a really cool, the electrical room has got lots going on in there, plus a hot water tank. So that water tank was done in 2020. So you can see the 3 different panels there as well, electrical panels for the 3 separate services. So you never see 3 separate services. The nice thing with that is you don't have to worry about the tenants or people fighting about who's paying for that common electricity. So that just divides it all up, keeps it nice and easy, and nice and separated. So let's go check out outside. So this is the upper unit. And the stucco siding on the house is easy to maintain. Again, it's been here since the 60s, and it's going to last a lot longer again. Easy maintenance. So again, we've got a driveway here. There is enough room. You could actually potentially widen the driveway. If you look on this side, there's another retaining wall here. This could easily be widened to have 2 cars parking side by side if somebody wanted to. Just bring a little bit of fill and even some gravel, and then you're going to have a double wide driveway, and you could get more cars in here if somebody felt the need to do that. Right now there's street parking that the tenants are using as well, but the street's fairly busy. So this is what I really appreciate and like, and I think this 2-car carport is a really nice added feature. So it's hard to see, there's a lot of stuff here, but if you kind of look at the structure itself for what it is, you've got nice solid 8x8 beams, and the roof was done in 2020. So you've got 1 carport on one side, and it's huge. If you look at the floor plans on the ad, you'll see the size of this, but there's a lot of room. And if you really wanted to, you could actually frame this in and close it in and now have a garage. It does have a concrete floor as well. And then so you've got it on both sides. So one upper unit gets one, lower unit gets the other. And if you peek in, it's hard to see. Again, you have to kind of look through and try to look at the structure, and even just look at the old fully sawn roof joists up there. So there's the old school fully, so they're just going to last a long time. Nicely done. And then what's really cool is you've got 2 separate storage lockers. So you've got one here. We'll just refer to the floor plans on the size of that, but basically it's from half here on both sides, and then it's about, I think, 3 feet deep. But we just don't want to show you all the contents of the tenants in there, just to respect their space. So the other nice thing is on this side, again, we've got a concrete retaining wall. That helps with the fencing, makes it a lot easier. You're not digging the posts into the ground. You're mounting the top of the concrete, so they're just going to last longer. It also makes it nice and easy to maintain. If you're weed eating or trimming and stuff, it's just easy to go up against the concrete, and you're not beating up the old fence panels with that. So that works out pretty well. So you've got a nice yard, nice and sunny. We've got the entrance to the upstairs unit. That was the back door that goes up to the kitchen. And then down here, we've got the access to the lower unit. So we'll go down here and have a look. This section back here, the tenants have sectioned this off into another separate yard space. So they've got some storage in there. So we'll come back down here and have a look. And so the tenants have put some tint film on a lot of the windows, so it appears to be a bit darker than what it is inside here. So again, the kitchen was done in 2002, same as the upper, same kitchen, pretty much just a duplication of what's upstairs. You got nice vinyl flooring in good condition. And down here, these tenants have actually covered up all that new flooring from 5 years ago, the vinyl plank, and put carpets on top. So the flooring should be like brand new because it's actually been covered up the whole time. So if you have a look, and you'll see this. So big windows. Again, keep in mind there's tint and plastic on the windows, so it does reduce the sun coming in a bit, but it's still quite bright space, which is good. And then down here you've got, this is the access to get to the laundry. So the downstairs tenants have easy access right to that door. You've got the laundry machines. You still have your entrance coat closet, like the same as the other one. Again, 2 more storage closets here, again, which is cool. And then you've got some really cool different style feet of the clawfoot tub, and also a window in behind the tub, and the shower curtain goes all the way around. So they're both identical units, flooring wise, size wise. And here's the primary bedroom downstairs here as well. So it would be a lot brighter again if once the tint is taken off the windows and the blinds, and if the walls were even a lighter color, it would be a lot brighter again as well. So that'd be the second bedroom. So really interesting that we've got two units, both are 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, identical, and everything's been done, say electrical, plumbing, the roof is 20 years old. So not new, but it's still got lots of life in it. And same with the windows. So it's pretty much a turnkey. So this would be an ideal situation if somebody wanted to, multi-generational, one lives upstairs, one lives down. They're both equal units, which is really nice. And so, that would work out really well for that. Or if you just want to get into the market and buy the place and rent out one and live in the other, that would be really nice too. Or this is a really, really good revenue property. I think it's positioned really well in Esquimalt and Ellery, where there's probably future development going to happen along this street at some point, given that there's some commercial area in here. So something worth checking out, but it might be a good holding property for the future, and something definitely to kind of keep in mind. This is a property that would be really worth checking out in person if you can. Feel free to reach out to your realtor to book a showing, and we'd be happy to give you a tour of the property in person. Thank you. We'll see you soon.